Hey everyone, welcome to Vet Visit. I'm Hansika Singh and I'm a veterinary student. My last video was about PG ICAR entrance exam preparation for animal science, and this video is about veterinary science. So let's get started.
So I have with me Dr. Joyita Biswas ma'am. Ma'am is a PG research scholar in parasitology at IVRI. So ma'am, first of all, how are you? And thank you so much for taking your precious time out for this video.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's my pleasure that you have invited me here. Thank you so much.
So let's start with the video. So my first question to you would be, ma'am, that what is the eligibility criteria, the admission procedure, and the pattern of exam?
Starting with the eligibility criteria, an aspirant should be an Indian and he should have completed his graduation, and the general category candidate should secure at least 60% marks in BPSC and H, and for SC, ST and PWD candidates they should secure 50% marks at the graduation level, and they should have PTC and transcript in their hand. Coming to the exam pattern, the examination is a CBT based, that is computer based exam. The medium of the exam is English, and the total number of questions in the exam is 120, each carrying 4 marks. So the total marks is 480, and there is negative marking also. 1 mark will be deducted for each incorrect answer, and no mark will be given for unattempted questions. Coming to the application procedure, candidate can check the online website, that is ntaicar.nic.in. There they will find the registration link. A candidate should click on the particular registration link and go there and fill in their details, and after filling the details they should pay the application fee and then proceed further and save the confirmation page. In this way they complete the application procedure, and after completing the application procedure they should further wait for future information released from the NTA website.
Okay, very nicely explained, ma'am. Can you please tell us something about the counseling procedure as well, ma'am?
Yeah, coming to the counseling procedure, after the declaration of the results, a candidate can go once again to the NTA website and again enter the application ID number and sign in into his or her own account, and then again they can start doing the counseling procedure. In the counseling procedure, they have to fill the choices as per their own wish, and after filling the choices they have to lock the choices and then submit it, and also they have to pay the counseling fee. And after completing all the steps, when they will get the result of their counseling, then they have to go to the particular university or particular college and go for their document verification.
My third question is, ma'am, that how many seats are there under veterinary science in India in total, ma'am?
A particular seats number that can be told beforehand, that one have to wait till the counseling procedure. Only the NTA release the total number of seats during the counseling procedure, as it varies from year to year. And as a whole I can say that 15% of the total seats in the state state universities and 100% of the total seats in the deemed universities one can apply for through this ICAR examination.
Ma'am, can you please tell us something about the scholarship under veterinary science?
There are 3 types of scholarship, but at a time a candidate is eligible to get a single scholarship. The 3 types of scholarship are ICAR PG scholarship. The top ranker students are eligible to get this scholarship, and the amount of this scholarship is 12,640. And another scholarship is called as institutional scholarship, and only the deemed universities, that is the IVARI and NTRI, provide this scholarship to the students, and the amount of this scholarship is rupees 7,560. Another scholarship is National Talent Scholarship. This scholarship is provided to the students who take admission to other states than their own state from which they have graduated, and the amount of this scholarship is rupees 5,000.
As per you, from which year should our preparation be ideally started? Should it be from the very beginning of first or second year, or can we even start towards the end of our fourth year?
In case of veterinary science, the subjects are more and number of subjects are more, and the syllabus is also very fast. So according to me, I think the preparation should be started from the very beginning of the first year. One should start reading and by heart and learn everything from the very first year. Start reading the textbooks, make your own self notes from the highlighted portions of your textbooks, and also keep a full record of your class notes, so that it will be much easier at the before exam or at the end of the fourth year or fifth year. At that time you will not have to take extra burden or pressure, and it will be very smooth and in a systematic and easy manner.
Coming to the books, how important is it, or is it like mandatory for every student to purchase the textbooks, or studying from the from the study material or the class notes that we prepared, is that enough?
A candidate should read at least a single textbook for each subject and should highlight all the important points and learn it by heart from the very beginning, and also maintain the proper record of his or her class notes, as well as he or she should prepare self notes, which would be very helpful at the time of giving the exam, as they can have a clear glance at a glance look at those all important points, and it will be very helpful.
Regarding practicing the previous year question papers, ma'am, could you please recommend us some books for the veterinary science?
There are many previous year question banks available in the market, but according to me, some of the important one are Vet Rapidex, Vet Spectrum, Vet Scan, eNanu, and MCQ book of Tanuvas. One must go through all these MCQ books at least thrice before giving the final exam.
Ma'am, can you please also tell us about some online websites which are available for preparation, or where students can go and give their mock tests?
There are many online websites available which are providing the mock test for the veterinary science and animal science, and they are covering the MCQ question paper. One can solve out those question paper. One such is Vetamit website, and we have prepared questions and the question papers are uploaded there. One can solve out those questions.
So how many months before the exam should our revision be started?
I think at least before 6 months one should start revising, because veterinary science subjects are huge, and just before covering the MCQ book, one should also go through their prepared self notes, class notes, and the highlighted portions of their textbooks. Then it would be easier for them to solve out the MCQ.
Okay, ma'am. And while speaking of the difficulty level of the exam, as per you, is it like really tough, or whatever we study throughout our 5.5 years of our course in the college, is it just similar to that?
See, actually the difficulty level, it varies from year to year. One year it is of superficial level, and the other year it will be of into a depth level question. So one should be ready with the basic ideas very much clear, and the concepts should also be very clear, so that any questions they ask, one will be able to answer all of them.
Could you please share some tips for the veterinary science aspirants?
So important points or topics of the different subjects are starting with parasitology, and the different scientific name and the common name of the parasites, and the disease caused by them, important characteristic features of the parasites, and the control strategies also. All these are important. In case of microbiology, the different bacterial and viral diseases and their signs, symptoms, pathogenesis, these points are important. And the immunology section is also very important. Coming to pharmacology, the pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics of the different drugs And the toxicology means the toxicity, plant toxicity and the metal toxicity, those points are important. And coming to the pathology, the pathognomonic lesions of various disease part, that is important. And coming to the anatomy, the osteology part is important, and the species wise differentiation part is also important. Coming to surgery, different surgical techniques, and anesthesiology part is important. And gynecology, the detailed reproductive tract structures and their comparison from species to species is important. And coming to the medicine, the PVM, that is a preventive medicine, and the clinical medicine. So in that case, the prevention part, treatment, control part, the different production related disorders and disease of the animals, their management, all these points are important. And coming to the public health, veterinary public health, the zoonosis part is important.
Could you also tell us, ma'am, about the study methodology for final year students?
Yeah, final year students should stay focused. Now they should go through all their notes, and they should also go through all their highlighted points in their books, and practice their MCQ books, and by heart learn all these things again and again. And they can also discuss with their friends and exchange their ideas and views, so that it will be easy in learning. One more strategy I would like to share is that in case of veterinary science, as the number of subjects are more, so in order to cope up with this, one should make a clear-cut strategy while learning. Because if one will go on learning one by one subject, it will be very difficult at the end time. So at the end time, or from the very beginning also, one can prepare a good strategy and planning and a schedule for learning. And as we know that the paraclinical subjects like pathology, microbiology, and the clinical subject like medicine, they all are interrelated and interconnected. So if one will learn the one subject clearly and get an clear idea, then that knowledge can be used in the other subject. In that way, it would be helpful, and it will reduce the burden or the stress of learning so much.
And anything else that you would like to further add in addition to what I asked, ma'am?
One last moment tip or one suggestion from my end to all the aspirants is that just before the exam or few days before the exam, one should stay cool and calm. On the exam day also, you should be self-confident, and you should have positive vibe within yourself. You should stay self-motivated, and don't take much stress or tension in your mind, as you have already prepared all through these years and all through this long time. So just wait, chill, and just do your work, give your best in the exam, and the result will be very good. So all the best to all the aspirants.
Ma'am, on a closing note, can you please tell us something about the future prospects of veterinary science?
Coming to the future prospects of veterinary science, I would like to say that there are ample scope and opportunities in case of our veterinary profession. And like we have scopes as a research scientist, we have scopes in abroad also, we have scopes in ICAR, KVK, and in the private field also, one can start his or our own clinic. In the banking sector, we have posts. In the different pharmaceutical companies, in the R&D section, one can join. In the poultry sector, in the meat processing sector, abattoirs, there is a huge demand of the veterinarians, and also in the dairy sector, and one can also start his or her own business or the startup and become an entrepreneur. So there are endless scopes and opportunities one can opt for. Me and my friend Dr. Saurabh Maparu, he is also MSc Research Scholar from IVRI. We both have created our blog channel sjIdeas7.blogspot.com. There we have discussed in details regarding the various avenues available for a veterinary candidate, whether UG, PG or a PhD candidate, to further know in details about each avenue, please go and visit our blog website sjidea7.blogspot.com.
I think by this we have come to the end of this video. So I would like to thank you, ma'am, for your precious time, for showing your interest for this video and answering all the questions with a lot of patience and beautifully, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Anshika.
So that's it for this video. I hope that you found it useful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Do share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to Vet Visit, then yes, please do. Do follow the Facebook and Instagram page of Vet Visit as well. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care of yourselves and keep loving animals like you always do.